My name's David Settle. I'm the manager at Wyopreps.com, and it is my pleasure on behalf of our friends at Wild Gear and our presenting sponsor, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming, to present this year's Athlete of the Year honor and the first ever for boys swimming and diving to Lander senior Benny Kulow. This is going to be yours, and I'll explain this in just a little bit. When you hear me say that, Benny, what's going through your mind?
I am. I'm kind of blown away. That's a really big honor. You said it's the first one ever.
It is the first ever. No offense to your older brother, but these weren't around when he was in school. We just started them this school year, and we're going through the winter sports winners. And I want to say congratulations to you, man.
Man, it's a big honor, especially like to be the first one. That's really cool to hear. That's something like I've never really thought of like ever achieving. So like, thank you.
Well, congratulations. Very well deserved. You helped Lander win another state championship. You and I talked along with Finn just after that happened. You've had a lot more time to process it, and you won a couple of events, got on some relays. As you kind of think back on your senior season, how would you describe or characterize it?
Ooh, it was a good one to end on is what I'm seeing more and more. There's nothing really more I could have asked for. So just a great season with a bunch of great guys and like the team as a whole. Like we had kids coming in that didn't even know how to swim when they started, and they ended, and like a few of them qualified for state, and then a lot of them are going to be like really good athletes in like the coming years. So from a team aspect, it was everything I could dream of. And then like individually, I set like personal bests, and we had some banger relays, and that's really it was just all I could ask for.
Well, you had the top mark, let's see, in the 100 free in the entire state, I believe. You had the top mark in the 200 free, 100 butterfly in class 3A. You were top seven in every single swimming event in the state. A couple coaches told me when I asked them and I said, who's the best swimmer in the state? And they said, Benny Kulow, hands down. When you hear that coming from another coach that you don't know, what goes through your mind right now?
Like a little bit like surprised. I mean, I've been swimming a long time, and I've worked hard, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of people out there that would beat me pretty well in quite a few events. So I don't know if I could totally agree with that, but at the same time, it's a really good feeling.
How do you think you swam during your senior season at Lander Valley High School?
I think it was about as good as it could have been. I was definitely like I kind of started the season with like a little bit of like a leg injury, but that kind of went away as time went on. I was pretty careful about it, and then I got like sick in the middle of the season. But that's kind of what you have every year. Like you always got to get sick at some point in the season. So then it's just making sure that when you get to state, you're feeling good, because the whole year matters, but especially here at Lander, we really just care about the state meet. So it was a lot of just like focus and stuff, and I think that overall, I was just really happy with how I swam.
For you representing Lander as a team, what is it that makes that program so good from your perspective as somebody who's been in it the last 4 years?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, but I'd say part of it's just the pressure, like the pressure to perform every single year. It brings a certain kind of person onto the team, like someone that's willing to take on that pressure themselves and be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I want to contribute, I want to help out. And that's something that like I can't speak for the other teams, because this is the only team I've been on, but that's something that I don't think you get everywhere. You don't get that feeling of like it's do or die. You have to lock in, you have to work hard. Um, so I think that just that atmosphere surrounding Lander swimming specifically is a big part of how we're able to keep doing what we're doing.
How would you describe what it's like to swim for Coach Morgan?
Oh, it's amazing. She's like, regardless of her being a great coach, I mean, she's just a great person. She's really fun to be around. She keeps everyone like happy, and then like we're all just, she makes us feel like one big family. She has to do the disciplining when we're goofing off. Like she's kind of just like the mom of the team, and she's but and then on the other hand, she's also just an amazing coach. Like she comes up with great workouts that push us, that like help us achieve our goals, and we reach points that we never thought we could get before. So like she is kind of the best of both worlds. She's like an amazing coach, and at the same time, she's just an amazing person to have as your coach.
Well, congratulations again, our first ever athlete of the year. This is yours. This is the little water bottle. Instead of kind of traditional awards, Benny, we went with something different. We partnered with our friends at Wild Gear. It's stainless steel. This is laser engraved on here. It says Athlete of the Year. It's got the Blue Cross Blue Shield, our presenting sponsor logo. It says Boys Swimming and Diving. Plus, I love this feature to it. It has a magnetic cap. So even though it does have a cap, which I know some people prefer straws, I get that because I can be that way as well. But it's got a nice little magnetic piece here, so you don't lose your cap. You can just put it there. But this will be yours, and I will find a way to get it to you. But congratulations on being our first ever boys swimming athlete of the year, Benny.
Very cool. Thank you so much.